Hello everyone, this is psychic medium KRISTEN LYNN, and intuitively Jessica will be joining us a little bit later. I'm just going to go ahead and share this out. Hi Dawn, just give me one moment. Hi Bill. So this is a shared live, meaning that if you would like a reading tonight, a double reading from me and Jessica, then go ahead and share this to your spiritual group, throw a watch party, and then type in that you shared. Give me a minute. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm going to share it to a few more here and then I'll get started. Hi Marcia, hi Holly, hi Jessica. So if you would like a double reading tonight, all you have to do is share this out. You can do a watch party or you could do a share to a spiritual page. Whatever you would like to do, and then comment shared. So I'll just wait a few minutes. Hi Sharon, hi Chris. So if you would like a double reading tonight from me and Jessica, go ahead and share this out and then comment shared. Thanks, Holly. And then after you've shared, go ahead and click that button right next to the like button. It's a little white emoji. Hi, Nola. So I might not be seeing all the comments here. Just saw yours, JR. Alright, let's get our first one on. Make sure that you've shared and then comment shared if you would like a free double reading tonight. will go with Maria. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Do you have headphones or earbuds at all? Perfect.
Don't look at how ugly I am. I don't know where the wireless ones are.
Oh, don't worry about that. You came here for a reading. So, what would you like me to focus on tonight?
So, Adria moved out about a week and a half ago. So, I want to focus on that.
Okay, so what kind, when I see the emotion from that, I'm feeling like more than just heartbreak. Like I'm feeling like it's triggering you. I feel like it's something to do with your past. Like there's like the abandonment issues that are pulling up for you. And when I kind of go into your energy, it feels like this strong pull of like resentment almost. Like there was a lot of blaming going on. I feel like the actual relationship itself was pretty good for an extended period of time, and then it just kind of stopped. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it felt like it wasn't good towards the end. It was scattered. The energy wasn't matching up. I feel like there's a lot of resentment that he has towards you, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's more beneficial that you continue to move on. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You and I, we did a full reading.
I remember.
And we talked about him and we talked about Erica, and
Mm-hmm.
I finally built the courage to just ask him to move out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I've felt, we were together for 10 years and him and I are actually like friends right now. And we haven't been friends for a long time. And I don't want that to, it's not fooling me back into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Like you gotta understand that he's going to lay on that charm, because I feel like that's all he really feels he has to offer you right now. But your heart is being pulled in a different direction, dear. And that direction needs to be discovery. It needs to lead to something that's more fulfilling within your soul, rather than just, okay, I have a person here to help with the family kind of a thing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
there needs to be a separation of sorts, and I feel like that separation is not just like him physically, it's a separation of emotions. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like you need to
Yeah.
have your own self-healing going on while he goes and does his thing, and eventually he's going to heal as well. I don't feel like there's any healing going on now, because I feel like there's a lot of resentment. But I feel like eventually he's gonna get to that point. Like, yes, he's laying on that charisma with you now. He's laying on that, making you feel like you guys are really good friends. But I feel like he's got an ulterior motive behind that. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like, she can't resist my charm kind of a thing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he has not moved on, but I feel like you are in the process of moving on. And I feel like that is the good decision for you spiritually. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's kind of the answer that I was looking
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Because I really feel like for a long time I talked myself out of it.
You did.
And
Because
now that
you
I
felt
finally
it
have
was
done it, it
being
feels okay.
selfish. You felt that the split up would be selfish, but it's not selfish, because you have to be good to yourself in order to give love out.
Right.
Okay. So you can't be a good mom and sacrifice your feelings, right? Like you have to be able to fill yourself up to be able to be a good mom, to be a good friend, to be a good family member. Like you have to have that feeling that you have fulfilled yourself. Okay. So what I feel like comes next for you is the self-healing, is the, describing how it is that you want your life from here on out, like manifesting what you actually want in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like what does it look like? Does it look like a different house? Does it look like a different job? Does it look like a different city? Like what does it look like for you specifically?
Are you asking me?
Well, I want you to think about it at least.
Oh, okay. Because I did, so I bought new cards today.
Oh, awesome. Perfect.
And I dealt my cards, and it felt so point on. I even though I'm such a firm believer, every uh, confirmation for me is still mind blowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have to laugh at it, and it
Mm-hmm.
was telling me that I need to water this seed, and I have so many out that I don't know which one it was talking about, but I just wanted to make sure that you seen too that I'm
Mm-hmm.
in the right direction
You
on
are.
every move I'm making.
You are. And I feel like the last time we spoke, you were on the edge of that self discovery, but it just took you a little push, to kind of
Mhm.
feel like that would be a comfortable thing for you to do at that moment. But, you just have to really go deep inside and realize, okay, what is next? What do I want in my life now? So I did this thing. So now what do I do now? You know?
Mhm.
So, what I would highly suggest is start journaling and start just really pulling it out on paper, asking yourself what it is that you want, what does it look like, what does it feel like, manifesting those things every single day.
All right. Thank
You're
you.
very welcome. I'm going to have Jessica come on and pull you a couple cards. I was going to pull you cards, but it came out pretty easily for me, so I didn't need the cards.
Mhm.
So just go ahead and stay on, and I'm going to pull Jessica up here, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Talk to you in a little bit. Okay, bye. Hi, Gypsy. So this is a shared live, so if you guys would love a reading from me and Jessica, go ahead and share it out, throw a watch party.
Hi.
Hi. Hi.
Okay, so the first card that actually fell out when you were reading her was the Fairy Lovers. That
Mm-hmm.
card can go both ways. It can go towards a new relationship coming, or it could go towards she's afraid to fall in love again with somebody. There's a lot of fears and a lot
Mm-hmm.
of blocks because she's afraid of getting hurt really bad again. And so she's guarded,
Mm-hmm.
basically. It could go either
Mm-hmm.
way.
Yeah, I definitely I see somebody else already kind of in the picture. So I feel like that is where she's kind of throwing her energy in. But I also feel like the self-healing is definitely something that has to happen before she can completely immerse in another relationship.
That's true.
And so definitely I think that's the part of the card that is geared more towards her. Um, is there anything else you're picking up at all?
Just basically like the other card I got was basically far, far away. It shows like the fairy,
Mm-hmm.
she's kind of daydreaming out into space. It talks about her
Mm-hmm.
feeling disconnected and what she really truly wants, and that's why you recommended the journaling and the self-discovery to find out what she
Mm-hmm.
truly needs and wants in order to heal and
Mm-hmm.
what she may be looking for in a future relationship.
Yeah, exactly. There needs to be, a complete picture,
Hmm.
going on with her. She can't just like, say, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You have to think through the process. You have to do some self-discovery, some self-healing. And that is the way that you figure out what makes you most happy. Because if you jump right into another relationship, it's kind of like you're taking all your baggage with you.
Hmm.
And then that doesn't work out because,
Yeah.
your baggage is there. So self-healing is a must. I think that she should do the journaling. I think she should do meditations. And I also think that she needs to really just write down, like I said, like anything that she wants to manifest in her life. because that's how you get to know yourself. After a
Mhm.
10-year relationship, you're going to feel lost. You're going to feel like, which direction do I go now? And so, because you kind of lose yourself in relationships that are that long.
Oh yeah.
And so with her, it's going to be a lot of self-discovery, a lot of, okay, what do I like to do in my spare time since I'm not spending it with him? What do I do now? You know, so that's going to be a long process for her,
Going to
definitely.
be a lot of self-discovery on who she used to be and who she is now and what she wants in the future.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Mhm.
All right, dear. Well, I'm going to get to the next person and then I'll pull you back up. Hopefully next time we can try out that new software of yours.
That would be cool, 'cause then we could both be live, and then I think you can pull one other person on, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I hope so, because it'd be a lot nicer if there was a split screen rather than just me and then pop you and then me and then another.
Oh, yeah. A lot less confusion.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to get to the next person. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
See you soon.
Okay, bye. All right, so if you would like a free mini reading, go ahead and share it out and then comment shared. You can do a watch party. You can do like a spiritual group if it allows. And we'll go to the next person here. So also after you comment shared, make sure that you hit the button right next to the like button. It's a little white emoji if you're on your phone. Because if you don't hit that button, I can't add you. And I'm not able to see all of the comments, but if you do have a specific question, go ahead and message me if you'd like an in-depth paid reading. Gypsy Roma. Looks like you went up next. I think you were the first one on, actually.
Hi.
Hello. How
Hey,
are you?
good, thanks. I'm all cozy in my bed.
Oh, what time is it there?
It's in the afternoon. I broke my leg, so I'm just chilling
Oh,
out.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, I'm all good. I have an operation on Monday to get remove the pin, so I'm pretty much at the end of the surgery slash recovery.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So do you have a specific question for me tonight, dear?
Just a general reading.
So usually when somebody says general, anything can come out. So I'd like to have something to kind of work with because a lot will come out.
Okay. Getting ready to go back to work. Yeah, lots of changes happening because I've been recovering from my broken leg for the last 3 months. So maybe I've got no motivation. There's some fears about going back to work and feeling a little bit stuck or lost for motivation, I guess.
So you're kind of looking for like a future outlook then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So as we were talking, a card literally threw out for you. So I'm going to read that one first. So this one is talking about a successful time, confidently accepting opportunities that you're being offered. But it's talking about the need to be more gentle with yourself. I feel like you're the kind of person who you're like, I need to get this done. I have to get this done now. And if it doesn't get done now, I'm going to worry about it. And so right now I feel like it's hard. It's hard for you to be laid up because you're a go-getter. You have a go-getter kind of personality.
Yeah.
But it's saying just to kind of be easy on yourself, listen to your own intuition. I feel like you have high intuitive abilities. I feel like right now you just have to listen to them. And I'm feeling like I feel like it's going to take a couple months for this, the pain and stuff to subside. Maybe just like, a few weeks after the surgery, it's going to be a bit of a struggle, but I feel like some opportunities are coming your way. And I'm feeling strongly between May and June is when this is going to happen for you. I'm feeling like there's going to be some sort of a career change or even possibly self-employment. I feel like you've been kind of thinking about certain things, but you haven't really put those things into action. But I feel like you have different abilities and you're able to use those more so after you've gone through all this surgery. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, you know, in general, I feel like I do feel your heart chakra. I'm feeling your heart chakra as in I feel like there's been a loss of a relationship or some sort of a loss that has happened within the last 3 to 4 years. And when it comes up, it's almost breathtaking. And so I feel like there's this challenge going on within you, and I feel like it's like I keep hearing, what should I do? What should I do? Like I just keep hearing this over and over again. Is there a specific event that happened the last 3 to 4 years that you can think of right now?
I've sort of got a bit of a pattern with relationships, but nothing that stands out in the last 3 years. I've had one really bad relationship and then like a ripple effect, maybe a self-sabotaging pattern happening.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a lot of heartache. A lot of
yeah,
heartache. It's kind of like you get into this relationship and you think that it's going to work out in the beginning, of course, because we all do. But you put your whole heart into it, but then there's something that makes you put your wall up, right?
yeah,
Like there's something that stops you, like just cold, like you can't do it anymore, right? Like I feel like that is because you have this block. And I feel like this block is coming from, you know, I honestly feel like, did any specific events happen around the age of 17 to 18?
yeah, yep.
Okay, because that's where I'm feeling your block is. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to focus on that block. I want you to journal about it. I want you to talk about it. I want you to have somebody that you can trust, that you can relay these messages to. Okay, because
Yeah,
you need to get it out because it's blocking your heart chakra. It's preventing you from giving and receiving love as you would like. And it's also preventing you from manifesting the things that you actually want in your life. Okay.
yeah,
So just really focus on that age range, focus on that block, and try to release it. Okay. And the way that you release it is doing something like the moon release ritual, journaling. I mean, there's lots of different ways. We could do a chakra healing together. Whatever you choose, just try to get it out because I don't want you to keep being blocked later on in your life.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you have somebody that you can talk to kind of relay these messages at all? Somebody that you trust?
yeah, yep,
Okay.
definitely.
So I would confide in this person and I would really try to talk about the specific age range because this is what's going to help open up those chakras and open up that block. Okay?
Yep, thank you.
You're welcome. You can message me after this. We can chat a little bit more. And I am going to be sending you some white light healing, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
All right, gonna pop Jessica up.
So the first card that came out to her for her was the shimmer card. It says glamour, confidence, allure, and charisma. It basically talks about how she's going to possibly encounter some people who are going to try to drag her down and make her believe less than what she really is. It's wanting to let her know that she is beautiful inside and out and not to basically believe them and that she has all the tools she needs in order to succeed and not to fear herself or to fear she's going to screw up.
She definitely has a lot of intuitive abilities.
She
Like
does.
I was feeling like this energy and it was changing during our conversation and I was feeling a lot of lot of blues, like the aura around her is very blue, which means she's highly intuitive, obviously, but there's also like this sparking of gold, which I feel like she could expand on her gifts. She could expand on her intuitive abilities. And I feel like she could do a lot more healing that would help her open up, you know, because I feel like she gets to a point in her relationships where she feels like she's, you know, confident in it or in control, and then she does this, like she was mentioned, the self-sabotage, right?
Yeah.
And that comes from that block. It all comes from that block. If you don't get rid of those blocks, it's like it just continues on in your adulthood and throughout the rest of your life.
That's where this card, like I said, brings up a good point about her doubting herself and basically not being confident when she should be confident, because she is very gifted and talented. But when she doubts herself, she self-sabotages herself. I do it to myself all the time, so I know.
Yeah.
I've experienced
Exactly.
that.
Yep. I mean, I think that we all do it to an extent, but it's being self-aware. It's being, you know, okay, I know that this thing happened in childhood, or I know this thing happened in my 20s, and I feel like I can release that now. I am letting this go, right? But it, you know, you can do the moon release ritual, you can do chakra healing, Reiki healing, whatever you feel like is going to heal you.
She can even,
But you have
just smudge
you have
herself.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of things you can do, but for her, because that block is so huge, I feel like there's multiple things that she should be doing to kind of clear that energy.
And I think that it prevents her from believing that block. Sorry, I had a friend request come through at the time I was talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right. Well, I will go to the next person and then I'll hop you back on. We did have a troll for a minute there,
Yeah,
but just so you know, I blocked him. So I was able to block him, so it's all good. So I'll pop you back up in a few minutes here. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
All right, sounds good.
Okay. All right, so this is a shared live. So if you would like a reading, go ahead and share it out or throw a watch party. And then comment shared, and then I will pop you up on live. All right, Dawn D. Caesar. I'm hoping I'm not butchering your name. Let's see if we can get you up here. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Is there a specific question you have for me tonight, dear?
No, not really. I just started a new job this past week. I guess I'm interested in seeing where that's gonna lead me. Or just basically life in general.
Okay. So the first thing that's popping up for you, dear, there's a lot of energy around you. Have you seen, felt, or heard spirit at all?
Yes.
Yeah. So what's happening is I feel like your vibrations are a bit low. And I feel like the reason that they're low is I feel like you've had to struggle and struggle and struggle and struggle throughout life. I feel like there's been like this tug of war going on inside of you. Like you need to do this, but you really need to do this. And there's just like this constant confusion in your energy. And so the job, you're asking about the job, I feel it will be good. But I feel like you could make it better if you were to raise your vibrations. Do you know what vibrations are, dear?
No, if you could explain it a little bit to me, I appreciate it.
So basically, okay, I always use the example of when you walk into Walmart, imagine somebody walking towards you. You can tell they're having a really shitty day. You can tell that they're about to take it out on somebody. Like you can just tell that this person is not having a good day, right? And then as you're walking past them, it's like all of a sudden you're like a sponge and you took on all their energy and now you're having a bad day, right? So it's basically because you're a vibrational match to that person. If you are able to soak up their energy at that level, that means that your level is also low.
Okay.
So that means that you need to try to work on raising those vibrations. You can do it through things like theta music, there's bilingual music. There's all kinds of different kinds of music that will help raise those vibrations. Doing things that you love, like reading a book you really like, or taking a walk, or hanging out with friends, doing things that help raise your vibrations.
Okay.
Okay. The other thing is, like, Teal Swan does a really good job of explaining vibrations, energy, law of attraction. Doing those sorts of things is going to help you understand the parts of you that's spiritual. It's also going to help you understand, what it is as a whole that you're supposed to be doing. Okay. And I feel like for you specifically, like, I feel like this hardcore empath coming through. It's like there's just like this strong energy coming through. I also feel like you're soaking up other people's energies, like not even meaning to. I feel like you come into contact with somebody and they could be grieving, and all of a sudden you're grieving, and things are just really, really just hard for you right now. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
But you can change this. Okay. So what I'm saying is, yes, you can change everything that comes in your future. So if you really, really, really want to succeed in the job, if you want to even do something else, you have to start journaling about it. You have to start manifesting it. You have to start really realizing your potential of controlling your own vibrations.
Okay.
It takes a lot of work. Obviously, I can't teach you it all right here, right now.
Oh no, my phone died.
If you can hear this at all, I'm not sure, you kind of froze. So just go ahead. Make sure that your guys' phones is plugged in. All right, Jessica.
So the card that fell out for her was Solace, I think is how you would say it. It says return to nature, tree wisdom, natural remedies, and flower essences. It basically talks about her feeling lost and disconnected. That commonly happens with empaths that don't know what's going on. They're confused. They think they're going insane. They don't know what's going on with them. It's basically asking her to return back to things that bring her peace. It could be journaling, it could be camping even, it could be walking barefoot in nature, grounding yourself. They want her to do things to draw her back into it so that she can feel not so lost. She needs
like there needs to be a connection, like the connection to her higher self, the connection to, like you said, like grounding herself to more of nature. Just really I feel like you said, like camping would be really, really good for her, because camping, it helps her release some of that energy from society, because she soaks up everything in society.
You breathe in all the fresh air. It's cleansing for the soul and your mind and everything.
Exactly. And you can, when you're out there in nature, like imagining roots coming out of your feet and just imagining completely grounded.
Oh yeah.
And that is what really, like, setting that intention to ground yourself is what's going to inevitably help you feel more connected to earth.
Because right now, we're just chaos in her head, not knowing what's going on, and why do I feel like this when I was happy a second ago, and
like, and sometimes like people explain it as like highs and lows, and it's because, okay, so I'm up here because I just listened to my favorite song, or I took a drive where
I
like
feel
in
really
nature,
sad, and I don't know why.
and and then all of a sudden you're like, in society, like you're going out, or you're with people, or you're at Walmart, or you're where, I always use Walmart because that's where you pick up a lot of energy, because there's so many different people there. But you know, that's when she's soaking it up, and when she's soaking it up, she's internalizing it because she doesn't know what else to do with it, and it's creating her own spiritual block.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, there might have been some things going on in her past and stuff, but I feel like her current block is because of that soaking up and that constant cycle of regenerating that energy from other people.
Another thing this card talks about is feeling fatigued and tired all the time and not understanding what's going on with you. She probably thinks she's got some kind of health issues. It's just being drained, being an empath.
Mm-hmm. Yep. A lot of people I've noticed, like I used to run a chronic pain group, which I sort of kind of do now. But yeah, kind of, sort of. But the chronic pain group, I always noticed that the people that were the most sensitive to energies, the empaths, the mediums, the energy healers, those were the ones who were getting sick. Those are the ones who had things like fibromyalgia, autoimmune diseases, all that kind of stuff, because they soaked up that energy and then they're sick.
All that energy made them sick, all that bad negative energy, because it didn't go out, it stayed in, and so it made sickness in the body.
Exactly. Yep. And if you don't know what to do with that energy, it will wreak havoc. It can cause, you know, stomach issues, heart issues, lung issues, brain issues, all kind of issues, because it blocks you, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's so I was just gonna say that's when doctors recommend, oh, try this med, try that med, and then they're on all these meds to control all these symptoms because they just need to release all that negativity that's inside.
Exactly.
Sorry.
Get out in nature, ground yourself, do the moon release ritual. Like, I mean, these are simple things you don't need to go to the doctor for. You know, I'm not saying don't go to the doctor ever. I'm saying go try these things first. See how you feel. See if it revitalizes you. See if it fills you up.
Just walking barefoot's a good start. Walking outside in the grass barefoot, you know, sitting down in the grass under the sun.
Yep, exactly. Okay, so I think we'll do one more reading tonight, and then I do have to get going because I have another client, but then we'll pop you up, and that'll be our last one, if that sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Thanks.
Okay, all right. Yep, bye.
Bye.
All right, so if you have shared, if you've done a watch party, if you've done any sharing in advertising groups or anything like that, let me know. And then go ahead and hit that button right next to the like button. It's a little white emoji. Kathleen. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Is there a specific question that you have for me tonight, dear?
Yeah, I would like to know about my dad. I lost him 2 years ago. And just to see if there's anything.
Okay. Okay, so how this works is don't give me any information. Okay, just say yes or say no. And then I will ask you at the end, and then you can go ahead and talk about him. So when you first pop up, is there any way you can go someplace a little bit quieter so I can read you better?
Yes. Okay, is that better?
Yep, perfect. Okay. All right, so what I want you to do is I want you to think of him as much as you can. It'll help me get a clearer picture. I'm definitely feeling a male stepping forward. Was he kind of sort of like a redneck?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like it was kind of like I feel like he wore boots. I feel like he wore jeans. I feel like he had his hair kind of a little parted to the side. I feel like he had smaller lips, larger nose. I feel like I keep feeling pain up in here. And then I kind of feel a little pain in my head. And he makes me feel like I can't breathe. And so I'm not sure if that is how he passed, if it was like a stroke or a heart attack or head
Yeah.
something. Okay. Because I'm feeling like there is a strong pull. Like what I keep hearing for you is please help yourself. Please do something for yourself. Like I feel like he was very protective over you. I feel like he's talking too fast. Hold on. Okay, so this is very random, but for some reason I'm seeing swimming,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Okay.
He had a pool put in for my daughter.
Okay, and like he keeps showing me this water and this swimming, and I'm like, I don't have any idea what it has to do with anything, but sometimes they just pop information. And then I'm seeing, did he have a open casket?
He could have, but no.
Because I keep seeing the top of
Well,
it, and I
yes.
don't. Huh?
He was cremated, but we still had my mom had him put in a cardboard box, not even a coffin.
Yeah, like it was like there was like nothing to it.
Yeah.
Like it was weird. It was like when I see it, it doesn't look normal, which is why I'm asking. It looks like it's kind of like she just threw something together, kind of a thing. Like
Yep.
she was trying to just get it done with, if that makes sense.
Yes.
But I feel like she didn't abide by his wishes. Does that make sense?
Yes, and she didn't.
Yeah.
At all.
And when he comes through, like he just keeps talking about your family and like how you guys need to start watching out for each other more. Like I feel like there's a lot of fighting going on. I feel like there's like this inconsistency of communication. Like like there's just a lot of drama going on. Like ever since he passed, like there's still like this ongoing sense of unease and no peace, and like there's this constant, almost like you're trying to like fix people, like try to fix the situation, right? And what he's saying is you don't need to fix this. What you need to do is work on your own self and worry about your own self, because he's more worried about you than anybody else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so is there a specific question that you would like me to ask him? Was there a lot of guilt going around? Like I'm feeling this guilt feeling all of a sudden. Would you feel guilty about something with him? Like maybe you weren't able to say something to him or something like that?
No. That is one thing I don't have. Like if I could talk to him, or if I could have him back, it wouldn't be because of anything that I didn't do or that I never got time to tell, because I took care of him. He was paralyzed. So
yeah, like I feel like there was somebody that feels guilt. Like I just keep feeling this sense of overwhelming guilt.
it's my
What about
mom.
him? Okay, that would make sense because I felt familiar, like a family member, and what I'm feeling is that it feels like she's disconnected. Has she been like in the house a lot, not really going out, just kind of comforting herself, kind of a thing?
No, it's kind of more or less me.
Yeah, because it just feels not, it's like there's no communication as to what you need and what she needs. Like I feel like the communication is based off facts. Like it's not really like emotional. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, what I guess I feel the biggest draw to tell you right now is that you really just have to work on yourself, because I feel like you're putting energy out there trying to help everybody else, and then you get home, you have nothing left.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? And I feel like you're drained. I feel like you're even having physical issues. I feel like you're having like emotional issues also. Like it's like you just can't make yourself enough for yourself. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
So you know, just take some time and bond with nature. Go outside, put your feet in the grass, do little things for yourself to help build up that confidence again, because I feel like before he passed you had more confidence.
Oh yeah.
You had, yeah, like you had like this energy about you and this love for life, and now it's just like somebody just drained your battery.
Yeah.
Right? And it's manifesting as that because I feel like there's still this residual energy inside of you that you're just not able to unblock. Okay. I talk a lot about blocks because I believe that people have certain amount of blocks that can help them heal if they were to unblock it. Okay. For you specifically, I'm feeling, I keep seeing the age 21. I see it over and over and over again with you. And I feel like there's something that happened around that time frame that you need to be aware of. And I feel like that is where your specific block comes from. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and you don't have to say anything on live. You can message me after this and we can chat a little bit more. But I'm going to have Jessica pull a card for you. But just let me know if you want to chat a little bit more, okay?
Yeah, I absolutely do. Like I struggle with the money issue, but like I've really been wanting this, so
Mm-hmm.
just to know that, you know, that he knows that I did everything that I could, you know, to help
Oh, yes.
him go in peace and then with
Oh,
my
yes.
girls and raising them.
He knows. He knows. He knows that you did everything you could because you're the only one who really did anything.
Mm.
Okay? So you just have to resonate with that and realize that you did everything you could. And see, that's where I'm still feeling like you say that you don't have guilt, but I'm still feeling it, like especially when you just said that there's a little bit of this guilt going on that you didn't do enough. Even though you know you did,
Right.
there's still this part of you that says that you didn't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So just go ahead and message me after this and we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, sweetheart?
All right. Thank you so much.
You're
And we tell him I
very
love him.
okay. I did.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So before I show the card, I kind of get the feeling she's a little bit intuitive, maybe more so with animals, more so than with humans. And the reason why I say this, because the card called the Dragon's Pet popped up. It's basically like an empath that has its way with, it's better with animals than a normal human being would be. It talks about they've been trying to get messages across, whether, I don't know if it's her dad or it's the universe or her spirit guides, but they've been trying to get messages across to her, whether it's through an animal, through little synchronicities, but she's just unable to get them because she has all those blocks that are preventing her from receiving the clear messages. And it's just like they're frustrated with it. It's not her fault, that she just needs to do a lot of maybe journaling, the moon ritual, saging, like you said, put your feet out in the grass.
Yeah, definitely another one that just really needs to connect with nature. And that age 21 just really, really pops out at me as being a really strong spiritual block. And I feel like once she identifies exactly what happened, why she was reacting at that point, and why she didn't feel supported at that point, I feel like that's where the self-healing kind of comes in for her. I feel like before her dad died, it was like she had this resilience about her, this survivor part of her. Things were just very energetic on an energetic level. And then after he passed, you know, it's not even just the grieving process. It's like she just doesn't know what to do with her time because she spent so much time helping him, right?
You don't know anything different if you've been doing that for, let's say, years or months, or that's all you know.
Yeah, she feels lost, and she really needs to just, like, you know, bond with nature and just really get rid of that block. And, you know, journaling, I always say journaling, and the reason I say journaling is because journaling helps you get it out rather than telling somebody, because sometimes other people don't want to hear it, right?
Yeah.
So you have to get it down. You have to get it out. If you don't get it out, it just builds up, builds up, builds up, builds up, you know? And so with her, journaling is the best option, you know?
I keep hearing that maybe she should get like it's not called a companion animal. It's where you like have anxiety and you get like a prescription for it. So like if your apartment doesn't allow you to have pets, the landlord's supposed to allow, what are they called? Not companions, but
like a support animal?
yes, for some reason I'm hearing she should do that, whether it's a dog or a cat or something that she can bond with.
For some reason, birds just popped into my head. I don't know if she,
you're getting that.
Yeah, I don't know. I just heard birds all of a sudden. I'm not sure where that came from.
Yes, like this person said service dog, or even sometimes they have service cats, you know, just something to help calm her, where she can just turn her energy into something else.
Yeah, exactly. Because she needs to lift herself up and realize that she does deserve happiness and she does deserve kindness, and she can manifest that. Even if she didn't and wasn't able to before, she can do it now. It's not like time is up and you can, you know, this is just the way your life is. Life doesn't work like that. The universe doesn't work like that.
There's still time.
We can manifest what we want. And, you know, like I do manifestation classes, I do spiritual awakening, self-healing, I do all those kinds of classes because I believe people can heal. I believe people can change, you know.
Anything's possible if you put your mind to it.
Exactly.
It takes dedication. And I wanted to say that, but it takes dedication.
It does. It doesn't take, you know, I have some, you know, some people that just really don't want to change, and there's other people who really do. And, you know, and like with even you were very resistant in the beginning. It was like, I can't do that. What are you talking about, Kristen? You know, and now all of a sudden it's like, I can do it. No problem. You know, and it's just that you know, it takes a long time to completely turn your life around, to change the way you're thinking about things, to realize that you can and will do better. And, you know, for you, it worked. You know, for me, it worked. For other people, it works. It's just, it takes time, it takes dedication, it takes perseverance.
I'm just going to say perseverance, actually. That's kind of creepy. That's funny.
Yeah. So I'm going to close it up for tonight. Do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Nope. I think that'll be it for me too.
Okay, sounds good. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay. You too. Bye. So if anybody would like a personal private reading with me or Jessica, go ahead and message one of us. Please remember to leave feedback on our feedback files. Each one of us has a business page, so it'll be linked at the bottom here. And if you're interested in self-healing classes, spiritual awareness, or chakra healing classes, just let me know. And I will just, actually, I think I'll be on next week, Wednesday possibly. So I'll see you all then. Bye.